time to the juvenile. Oh, Chuckles. And specifically, she just said it was very, very distasteful and I should never upload that if I want a job.
Yo, welcome back to the Slim Chances podcast. This is the well-awaited Ditch episode. I mentioned it back in episode 2. There needed to be an individual episode for the Ditch, and this is it. You all need to understand the significance of this ditch, okay? I may or may not have set the ditch on fire on multiple occasions. We may or may not have spray painted multiple things in multiple places along this ditch. We definitely kayaked this ditch. At least that one time. At least. Okay? People swam in this ditch. There was at least 3 different renditions of rope swings at this ditch. Okay? There were many talks at this ditch. Many first kisses at this ditch. Okay? This ditch was a staple of the neighborhood. There was a big tree across from the ditch, but literally right above the ditch, okay? But on the other side, right by the big concrete where all the spray paint was. And there was a bee's nest, wasp nest, whatever, in the tree. Oh, man. I just remember barely a little bit. I feel like we were throwing them at him, throwing rocks, just fucking off. But I'm telling you, the ditch, man, the ditch had so much significance to our growing up in little ways. There was actually a little pathway. You had 1, 2, the third stone was rocky, if I remember correctly. The third stone was a little rocky, okay? So you would be like, pop, okay, I'm good. Kunk, oh, fuck. My shoe's wet, you know? Like, oh, god damn it. Oh, here goes my fucking shoe again, you know? And then right across where you're crossing at, there's a big drainage opening. And people used to go in there and fuck off, do illicit things and whatnot. Man, the ditch was wild. There was one day, actually, we were on the other side of the ditch. Me and Jake. Yeah, probably Jake. Me and Jake were on the other side of the ditch, right? And all of a sudden we see this dude just chuck. It's like a cooler? Probably like a cooler. I think it was like a cooler of some kind. We see this dude chuck a cooler and we're like, oh man. I feel like we both just had the idea where it's like, oh, this has to be money, right? Like, obviously it's money. Like, why wouldn't it be money? Like, it has to be money, of course. It wasn't money. It wasn't money at all. But we definitely went and checked. For sure. For sure. There was actually a lady that lives along the ditch, so it kind of goes with the ditch. Oh man, you know how many times I've cleaned that ditch? Like, I've not cleaned it. Old man Bill has like the, yo, I need my ditch cleaned. Dude, you know how many times I cleaned the side of that ditch? Man, I'm in tune with, I didn't go swimming in it. There was a kid that swam in it. I didn't swim. I'm not a swimmer, and people could testify to it. I mean, I think he was called the Loch Ness Monster or something like that. I'm not completely certain, but I know that if the football went in, dude had to go in and get it. I mean, it was just like, not me. Well, you're gonna go in, and he did. So shout out to you, man. You know who you are. Much love from a distance. But yeah, man, the ditch. So that lady, there's a lady that lives along the ditch on the other side, though, in the other trailer park. Okay. So I'm walking past one day, and this lady's like crying. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure she's like crying or sobbing or like bullshit and just like, oh. Blah, blah. I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's up? She's like, well, I locked locked myself out of the house. Or I don't. Yeah, she must have. I don't know what the fuck she did. She had to have locked herself out of the house. And I was like, okay, like you got your purse? Do you have anything flat in the purse? And then I jimmied the door open. And she was like, I don't know if I should be happy or like be scared. It's like, well, I haven't broken into your house, bitch. Like, you should be happy right now. You should be scared later, If for some reason all of a sudden I change and choose to use my powers for evil and not good, But today you should be happy. I don't even know why you're questioning it. It's a little weird. But yeah, it was good. The ditch, man. The ditch had so many experiences, so many things. I mean, the extension of the ditch would be the whole area where we used to play football, obviously, but we actually had a ramp. Fuck, wow. We had a ramp at the tail end of the ditch where it goes underneath the road. It goes into the drainage area. Like it's at the end of our park where the two trailer parks connected. And we had a ramp that literally went down and up the other side. No joke. I wrote it. It was sketchy. But I'm telling you, man, that ditch was it for me. Trying to think what else happened at the ditch. Oh wow, the works bombs, man. So back in the day, you could take the works and tinfoil. And so my deviant friend, who had learned about this over at his mom's house, was like, yo man, if we get some tinfoil in some of the works, like we can make bombs, And sure as shit, if that wasn't fucking true. Now, like a bomb, it's like, yeah, I mean, would it hurt if it was right next to you? Maybe. I don't even know. It's just pressure and plastic. Like, it might burn a little bit, But damn, if that thing didn't, like, boom. Boom, that was fun. Yeah, man, the ditch. The ditch had some good times. The ditch hosted some fights. Now, it was not the alleged 7 to 9-year-old fight that I refereed, allegedly. But it did host a few fights. Definitely hosted a few fights. There was actually, we used to stand on one side of the street and on the other side of the street and pull the invisible rope. But like back before there was the internet where people knew about the invisible rope. You know what I mean? And you're also in a trailer park with a bunch of old people. So we actually got them. And they went, hurry your fucking mother. It was great. It was really good. But the ditch, dude. The ditch was... I just needed to really pay homage. I said that wrong on purpose. Please understand the significance of the ditch. Okay? The ditch had an impact on all of our lives. And yeah, every now and again, I swear to God, I just go over to my grandma's house, I'll park at her house, and I'll go for a walk, and I'll walk along the ditch. Just to reconnect, like reminisce, But it's such a connect. That and the pool area. Oh, wow. The pool area is a whole nother episode. the pool area is a whole nother episode for sure. But wow, yeah, that's gonna be a good one too. But that's the ditch. I'm sure there's a lot. There's a lot more that I'm missing. Oh wow, one more before we go. There was actually a cut through. So if you wanted to get to the trailer park behind ours, which led out, I don't know, on that little back street, you would have to know the area. But anyways, there was a cut through at the very back there, right along the ditch. Yeah, and it would take you into the other neighborhood. We would go fuck around. I think they had the golf course too, so you would take the balls, throw the balls, fuck off, cause problems, you know. But yeah, dude, the ditch was a real influence, you know. So, thank you for listening. That was the ditch episode. Peace.